down reading a newspaper, you know, two guys on the street walking by. But if you actually flip your head like this, you can actually see this is a really cool photo where they're like posing on the floor and lifting themselves up. Right, this one, you know, this is just your usual family photo, you know, it's very family friendly. Just looks like a very normal photo until you look under where the mum's sitting. You can actually see a face there, like what the hell, why is some guy lying under them? Well, that's just a weird, I don't know if that's photoshopped or that's real. I think it is actually real because I've seen this image quite a lot, but this one's just a freaking weird one. I've got a challenge for you guys today. If we could get 30,000 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. That is probably the highest like goal I have ever gone for. So if you guys do smash that, I will be so grateful. Also, I don't really reply to comments enough, so if you actually do end up liking the video and if you actually subscribe, what I will do is I'll do my best to try and reply to literally every single comment that says they have liked and subbed to the channel. Not that many of you probably care if I reply to your comments, but I will try and reply to as many comments as I can today. Right, this one, it looks like, you know, a pretty normal photo. It's just a girl with a bit of sand in her and she's got a bun, right? Oh, maybe she doesn't have a bun. If you actually look a bit closer, you can see that that's someone's head, and because of the way his hair is, it actually looks like a bun, and because there's like a bit of sand there, it looks like a, you know, hairband for the bun. It looks really weird, this photo, but if I actually look away and then look back again, it still looks like a freaking bun, which I don't know, I think that's quite a funny photo. Right, this one gets me every time. Like, every time I look at this, I honestly just don't get it, and you guys probably don't too. I've actually managed to like figure this image out and actually realise how exactly it works. So as you obviously can see, there is a dad there and he's holding a baby, but the problem is the face looks like the baby, but then where does the baby's face go? Well, the baby's face is actually wearing the hat and the sunglasses of the babies. Just about here on the dad's nose, you can actually see there's like a little shadow. That's not a shadow, that's actually the baby's nose and the baby's face is behind it. And it does all look like one face, but no, that is the baby's face next to the dad's face. It's a really weird one to look at. But this one, it looks like, you know, a normal photo. Nothing too bad. I mean, can you really spot anything? It is quite hard to spot what is wrong with this photo, but if I just, you know, flip it around for you, you can see her nose and mouth is actually upside down, and I bet none of you even realise that just because the way your brain works, it doesn't actually spot things very well upside down at all. Right, this one's funny because it looks like the girl in the back actually has her bum out, but if you actually look a bit more closely, it literally just is the mum's arm and her armpit, and it's just like perfect positioning. This one is just probably a bit unfortunate for the girl in the background. It's Barack Obama, and then it looks like he's holding the head of a little girl, and obviously we all know what that means. Now I'm hoping that, you know, nothing too extreme is going on down there. Maybe he's just tapping on the head because she said something funny, but that still just looks really wrong, this photo. Like, honestly, what the hell. Right, this one's funny. I don't know if this is photoshopped or not. I feel like this one is probably photoshopped. I think it could honestly be real. Who actually knows? But this freaking fish has the word F-U-C-K on it. Like, what the hell? Like, how unlucky would you be as a fish to have F-U-C-K on it? That must be like one of the rarest fishes in the world. I think people would pay so much to have a fish with that on it. That would just be so funny to show your friends. Right, this one, it looks like a pretty, you know, normal photo. You can't really tell what's actually wrong with it. Then you look a bit closer, and on its nose, you can actually see the outline, you know, the white outline, and that actually looks like a woman. Like, if you look really closely on the horse's nose, I don't know, you have to kind of just spot it. It does look like a woman, like her hand's a bit like this, and you can see her head at the top. It's just, I don't know, it's pretty cool, actually. Right, this one's funny because it's a girl swimming, and she's actually got her knees up, but... And this one's funny because it's a girl swimming and it looks like she has massive boobs, but actually, if you actually look closely, those are her knees, not massive freaking bazungas. But I know this one's just a bit weird because, I know it does still look like boobs even though you can see it's her knees. Maybe it's just because her knees are like really round or something, I don't know. Right, this one's weird because it kind of looks like the guy has a... I don't know, it just looks really weird, But if you actually look at it properly, what's happening is the guy actually has a beard, and that's not her hair, and then her head comes around the back of him, and she's just hugging the guy, and he's just sitting down, and he has just a normal beard. But I think it's his beard that makes this one weird, because it looks like her hair, and it looks like her head's literally going inside him. But I don't know, this one's a freaking weird one, okay? This one's funny because it looks like a woman's actually a zebra or a zebra, but if you look more closely, I'm pretty sure I can see, yeah, she's just literally just sitting down on it, but it looks like those are her actual legs just by the way it's angled. I don't know, this is a really freaking weird one. Right, this one's funny because it looks kind of like it's doing a massive poo in the air, or it kind of just looks like it's, you know, flying really fast and it's got a jet stream coming out of it. But I'm sure the way this was done is there's actually a plane behind the bird, and the bird is obviously, you know, just flying normally. I think that's the way this works. So this is a freaking weird one as well. But I know, I really like this image. It actually looks pretty cool, to be honest. Alright, this one is actually quite hard to spot if you haven't already seen this photo, but I'll just give you a couple of seconds to try and figure it out. Make sure you pause the video now if you haven't already. But basically, for anyone that hasn't already figured this out, it's actually the elephant's ear. If you look at his ear, it looks like a woman's face, like the nose is at the bottom left of the ear, and then you can see an eye. I don't know, this is a really weird one. I don't know how an elephant managed to have that face on its ear. That's so freaking weird, actually. Right, this one looks like a fairly normal photo, right? You know, it's 4 girls just, you know, dressing up for Christmas. But wait, it's not 4 girls, it's 3 girls, because one of them, you can see their bulge, like the third girl, I'm pretty sure you can see her bulge. I mean, it does kind of look like bulge, but I don't know if that's just an unlucky angle or something like that, or if that actually is a guy. I don't know, this is a freaking... Right, this one, we've got a very attractive female, to say the least here. But if you actually look really closely, you can see her hand. I don't know if it goes like behind her, but it like blends into her leg. I don't know if this is actually real or not, but it looks really freaking weird, like for some reason. Maybe she has like a rash on her leg and then her arm goes behind her leg. I don't know how this one works, but this one looks really, really weird as well. I'm just going to let you look at this, you know, pretty normal looking sofa. I mean, it's just a normal sofa, right? Like, what could be wrong about this sofa? Well, if you actually look closely, there's a guy with a military camo on the sofa. I freaking absolutely love this one because his camo completely matches the sofa, so he actually just blends into the sofa. I can actually spot it quite easily because I'm colourblind, but for you guys it would have been a bit harder to spot. I'm actually not even sure what is wrong with... Oh, okay, yeah, no, you can definitely see that. If you look, it's, you know, obviously like an Obama speech or something like that, but then if you look in the crowd, there's a freaking KKK member there. Like, there's no way that's real. Like, how would a KKK member or someone even dressed up in a KKK suit be allowed to a freaking Obama conference? I don't even know, or any conference. How are they not arrested? Like, how would I don't know how that even works. Now, this one obviously isn't too hard to spot, but it is quite funny. Like, imagine you turned on the freaking news channel. Like, out of any channel, it's the actual news channel, and you just see this come on, and, you know, he's got a massive dick coming out of him. Obviously, it's not actually his dick, but I know this one just looks freaking hilarious, to be honest with you. Right, this one, it just looks like Albert Einstein, right? Like, it just looks like the scientist. And I know a lot of you have probably seen this before because it is quite a common image. But for any of you that haven't, what you actually want to do is just take a massive step back, just like this, right? Take a massive step back from your screen. That's literally as far as you can go. And then just squint your eyes like this. And it looks like freaking Marilyn Monroe. Like, I know, that one is just a really, really freaking weird one. Right, this one looks like that girl on the left is sitting down and she has both her legs open. But actually, she has both her legs on the left and the other girl has both her legs on the right. But you guys are just, you know, come on guys, you seriously are just too dirty-minded. No, but I actually thought that she had her legs open for a second there, but then, you know, it clocked quite quickly that her legs were that way and the other girl's legs were that way. Right, this one took me a while to spot what was weird about it, but just have a look around the room. That's kind of your clue. Just look around the room, see if you can actually spot anything weird about this image. and what you will find is there's actually a chocolate cake. I mean, that is a weird one. No, but seriously, what's weird about this is if you actually look on the left of the little girl, like right on the left by the door, then you can actually see two guys with masks, or I don't know if that's one guy or two guys